viewers, you're welcome to another interesting, exciting episode of Xtravaganza Plus with Usenika. My name is Usenika. Today, we are in the studios with a very interesting person. She is going to blow your mind. This woman is a jack of all trades and master of all. We'll be right back with more. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. You're welcome back. Today, we have Susan Nwokedi. She is the CEO of Top Line Productions and Entertainment Company. She's also a writer, movie producer, and actress. You're welcome to the studio, Ms. Nwokedi.
Thank you for having me, Usenika. Pleasure so much.
So, I'm very excited to have you sitting on this couch today because before I even came to Houston, I already heard about a couple of your movies. So, but today, you're here to talk about one particular one that you're going to be premiering soon. Can you tell the viewers all about that movie?
Well, it's called As Long As I Am. It's a movie that I wrote, produced, directed, and also acted in. It's a very interesting story. The storyline is something that a story that we can all relate to. You know, if you ever have a stepchild, if you are stepmother, stepfather, you know, it's a story that is socially interesting. It's something that's supposed to be a small story, if you will, but I'm so proud of this story. I don't know, is it because I directed it or because I wrote it, but it's a story that I invite all of you guys to come out and see. It's a wonderful story. I really don't know how to describe it. You just have to come out and see for yourself.
Wonderful. So, you're not just an actress. And I'm asking this question because I'm going somewhere with it. You're also a producer. You're also a writer. So you're kind of like all in one when it comes to movies. But in this particular movie that is about to premiere, you're a director.
I'm also a director, actually. I've directed, this is not my debut as a director.
Okay.
I went to University of Houston School of Theater, did film and theater there, and my track was actually writing, producing, and directing. So, you know, I just love the whole aspect of creating, you know, just from the initial, you know, onset when you get the concept, you know, of the film, you know, taking it from script to screen, if you will. So I just enjoy the whole creative aspect of filmmaking.
Okay, so. Yeah. Are you an actress in this movie?
Yes, I am. I actually played the lead. That's what I said. It's a three-person. This movie was written in such a sense that it can be achievable, attainable. You know, it's a three-persons. They're like three main characters.
Okay.
My character, I play a woman named Lucy, and my new husband, Jack, played by a wonderful actor here in town, a musician, actor, and my son. I have a teenage son. So, like I said, you know, it's a story that you will really enjoy the storyline, and it's a very simple story, but very heavy. It's very, you know, the characters are realistic, you know, and I just can't wait for you guys to come out and see for yourselves.
So, this is going to be like your what movie that you've produced?
Oh my goodness, I've lost count.
Really?
Yes.
You have that many movies already spit out?
Yeah, I have a lot of work under my belt, if you will.
Can you tell the viewers, you know, some of the titles to some of your movies that have already come out?
Yes, right now I do have one of my creations, if you will. It's called Single Wife's Club.
I'm excited about that one.
Yes, awesomoric title. People are like, how are you single and a wife at the same time? But you know, it's a show. Actually, it's the pilot is playing on Amazon. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can actually watch it. If you don't have Amazon Prime, you can sign up and rent it or buy it. We're looking forward to going back into the production and doing the subsequent episodes. Right now, the pilot is on Amazon. That's one of my other exciting projects that are out there. I also have Mind of the Enemy. I think it came to the small screen.
Premiere, right?
It was like a secondary screening of it.
Okay.
And we shot that entirely in Nigeria, you know, the second largest entertainment hub, if you will, in Abuja, Lagos, awesome. Abuja, yes. You know, so that's one of my big films that are I mean, I shot that with a lot of the A-rated actors from Nollywood, you know, if you will. So,
Can you drop some names?
People like Van Vika,
Okay.
Chidi Mokeme, Clement Ohameze, Jim Lawson. It's like a whole star lineup, and of course I was in it as well.
Good, because I remember that when you did the small screening, a couple of them were around,
right?
And people were excited.
Well, yes, we premiered it in Abuja actually. We did a premiere in Abuja, and then we did the one that you saw was just like friends screening, but I had an actual premiere like a year or so before that time. So yeah.
Wow, that's wonderful.
So we have several. We have there's some that are not released. 12 Noon. Ricochet was my first one that I did back in 2008.
Wow.
So that had Michael Blackson. If you guys know who that is,
I know who that is.
He's one of the. We're still friends. Actually, I spoke with him there. He's a like crazy African comedian. I mean, I love him. I'm so proud of him and all that he's achieved in this industry. So. I mean, I can go on and on and on. There's so many of them. You can look me up. Everything I'm telling you can verify for yourself.
So, this new movie, it's premiering right here in Houston.
Yes.
Can you tell the viewers about the date, the time, the venue?
Yeah. So, As Long As I Am is premiering in Houston August 19th. Red carpet is at 7 p.m. It's going to be at Studio 6235 over on Corporate. You can go on Eventbrite and Google my name.
Okay.
As Long As I Am, Susan Mukedi, and then As Long As I Am. We're also going to be going to LA August the 25th.
Wow,
so
LA.
If you guys are tuning in from LA, you can definitely check it out. It's going to be at the L. Hubbard Theater. August the 25th in Los Angeles. So that's where we have it. We have other cities coming up, but we'll let you guys know as the time, the dates are available.
Wonderful. I mean, it's always very interesting to talk to, a movie producer or an actress, So, and you get to meet all these A-listers in your line of work. So tell me how exciting it is to be a movie producer or director. I'm not even going to talk about actors. We're going to come to that.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest with you, one of the things that drives me as far as, the excitement is the passion. I guess you can say it's exciting. I don't know which part is more exciting, but for me, it starts with the writing. I mean, I can write the whole day, so I really, it's very exciting working on a set. It's very exciting seeing something that you created, all these people, all these elements coming together to take your work to that level to where you can share it with the audience. Wonderful. So I'm always, excited to start a new project because I'm curious to see what it becomes. It's almost like having a child and raising that child and see what a child turns into.
That's interesting. So what inspires you? What motivates you when you're writing?
Different things.
Like?
A rock, anything. Just different things. I mean, honestly, my motivations come from different things. I can look at that lamp behind you and it can become a story. I mean, I think it's just a gift. God, I'm so grateful because of, the things that I'm able to do. The fact that I have so much content and ideas, and I'm able to take those ideas and make them into something, So I think my inspiration comes from just life itself, and of course, God, just believing in the things that I can achieve, and I'm just grateful that somehow I have all the different gifts and talents, if you will. I'm able to switch out the different hats because, one of the things that people don't understand about this business is not about the glitz. It's not about the glamour for me. That is inevitable because if you really put in the sweat, the tears, the work, those will come. But the thing that inspires me,
tell them.
The thing that inspires me the most, with regards to what I do, is just sharing. Being able to take for example, Mind of the Enemy is a political action drama, if you will, that deals with the politics of third world countries. I remember when...
Is Nigeria in there somewhere?
Well, when I first wrote the story, right? When I first wrote the story, I kid you not, the country that was mentioned in the story was Nigeria.
Okay.
By the time we produced the country, because Van Vika was my director.
Wow.
And yeah, he was like, Susan, I remember we were working on another movie in Houston that I brought him to act in, to star in for me. And during that time, I was like, man, I need a director in Nigeria, because I'm this filmmaker who feels like I'm very authentic when it comes to my work. If I set my movie in China, I have to find a way to get to China. It needs to be authentic, you understand? You know, so
Oh, thank you so much for saying that, because in today's movie production business, it's like just because you have a camera, you know, producers feel you can do anything, but thank you so much for that. So we're coming back to your work as an actress. So viewers, there's so much to still talk about with this beautiful movie producer, actress, and writer, but we want to give you the opportunity to take a look at the trailer to this coming movie, so stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the trailer.
Mom, I have to get rid of that guy. He tried to kill me. He said all kinds of terrible things about you. Mom, I love you. I'll never do anything to hurt you. I don't like him.
You're under arrest.
Why?
Why? For domestic violence, assault on a minor.
Assault on the who?
On a minor. Come here.
This is my house, and you will get my permission to eat my food.
That's something special about you.
Well, I'm listening.
Or did you respect Chucky?
You know you're not the person. I get butt to you. I flip those wings. Get your butt in there. Get in there. Get in there. I'm the boss around here.
Well, viewers, you're welcome back to this episode of Xtravaganza Plus. I'm still here with Miss Susan Nwokedi, award-winning actress, producer, writer, the CEO of Top Line Productions and Entertainment Company. Miss Nwokedi, you're welcome back to the episode, to the show. So, I'm very intrigued, you know, because you've been in this industry for a long time. You've been in this industry for how long?
Approximately 15 years. Since high school, I was acting in some Hollywood films.
Really?
Yeah, I had.
Tell us some of the movies that you've acted in.
I was in what is it called? I was in Sidekick.
Wow.
It had Chuck Norris in it. TV. What is it? There's a TV show that came to town called Trial, and a few more. I mean, I can't, you know, remember all of them, but again, you can go look them up. You know.
So is
was
it
back in high school days?
Will I be correct to say that that was probably when, you know, your creative juices, you know, started maturing?
One of the Hollywood sets that I was on gave me a whole different, perspective on the whole industry. I gained a whole lot of respect. I mean, you're on these sets like 16 hours on the run, and you know, it just allowed me to see how things work, and it gave me, I mean, a whole different level of respect for actors. You hear about how much money they make, you're like, oh, whoa, why much? Because there's a lot of work that goes into it. It's a lot of work, you know. So starting out that young and at that level, because when you're on a Hollywood set, it's a whole different, I mean, it's a whole different animal. You understand? So it was, yeah, you're right. It gave me a whole different kind of inspiration, and I've known since I was younger that I wanted to be a part of the industry, but I just didn't know how. Yeah.
So explain to the viewers your experience as not just an international actress, but also a, let me say, Nollywood actress, in quotes. What's the difference between the two?
Honestly, I cannot. I don't know if I can quantify, if that's even a way to put it. The difference, you know, maybe the stories, the production quality. But I must tell you though, when I went to shoot Mind of the Enemy in Nollywood, Nigeria, just like when I did the first Hollywood film, I gained a different perspective. Shooting that movie with Chidi and Van Vick and all of them, that big film, it gave me a whole different level of respect.
Okay.
Nollywood is an industry. Both of them have the same kind of it's the same process.
Okay.
Okay, it's just that one has more international exposure, more resources, more money, if you will, because Hollywood has different parts. You have the Hollywood studio, then you have the Hollywood indie, then you have the Hollywood ultra shoestring, budget. So it just depends on what
Tell
you
them. This is why I got you in the studio.
When you talk about Hollywood, what are you talking about? But what I like about Nollywood is, that it is open up such a platform for so many people to be successful. They can churn out some movies like every 7 days or even less. I remember when I was making Mind of the Enemy, I keep making reference to that. I've done other film in Nigeria, but I keep talking about Mind of, because it was my first one. It was also to date my biggest film. We were on set for about 30 days.
Wow.
And that was unheard of for Nollywood. So I don't know about now, but it wasn't like several years ago, but it was at least 4 or so years ago. So, and I remember that the DP kept walking and go, this one don't be pam pam pam. Because they were like, I was like, what is pam pam pam? So basically it was like, this is not, it's a political film. So it's something they needed to take their time, and it was a very, but it gave me respect because it's an industry. Everyone that was there, whether you were prop master, DP, whatever your role was, that's what you did. Okay. Everybody was there. So that's the same thing I see in Hollywood. Okay. This is an industry.
So, there's a lot of similarities between both.
The only difference is that, that one, they have gotten to that level where, you will pay X number of dollars to go see where Hollywood is Hollywood, is number one. They've earned that credibility, if you will. And then Nollywood is behind them, but it's really about the quality. So quality and the piracy and the appreciation of what we do as filmmakers.
That's so important.
Hollywood. Yes, distribution. There's just a lot. That would be a whole different show to come. But because there's a lot we can talk about what it would take for Nollywood to get
to catch up to Hollywood.
Even if not catch up, but to get to the level where we can be received internationally, like Hollywood. Okay. You can be from Canada, you make a movie, and it will go to the Hollywood market. However, you make a movie in Nigeria, the chances of it, when I say Hollywood market, I mean a movie that I can go to AMC Cinema and look on the show list and see that this is a movie that's coming out of Nollywood that's playing on this international platform. Does that make sense to you?
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
So it's not just a question of, we can bring a Nollywood movie and showcase it in the United States. It has to do with the quality.
Yes, a lot of it has to do with quality. There's a lot that goes into film production. It's not just about having a camera or having what I call two-dimensional stories that are halfway developed. There's a lot that goes into it, a lot more. And we need to, and I'm very proud of Nollywood because we're coming around, but we still have ways to go.
I'm glad you said so.
Yeah.
So, you've been working at this thing for so long. Where do you get your drive from, girl?
Jehovah Shalom.
That's awesome.
God Almighty. He's the one that sustains me. My hashtag is God is great. Everything I post, the first hashtag is God is great. Because it's not easy. I know that it's a cliche word, but it is easy when you put God first. But if you're trying to do it all by yourself, you understand what I'm saying? If you're trying to, and first of all, you have to be called to do it. It has to be your destiny. Sometimes people trying to put themselves in a place where they're not supposed to be. And one of the things that I do when I do film production, not all of them, but for the most of them, is I ask some of my crew members and actors, why are you doing this? What is it that drives you? The same question you asked me, why am I doing this? So it has to be just more than the glitz. So my inspiration comes from God, my desire to tell my stories, to educate. I have a background in education, so I love to inspire, motivate, educate, and my stories, is a platform. Being a filmmaker, that gives me the platform to share. And if I have entertained you as well as educate you, inspire you, motivate you, then I've done my work.
Wonderful.
Yes.
That is so amazing. Wow. So let's talk about a little bit about Single Wives Club before we
Okay.
go to As Long as I Am.
Okay.
So Single Wives Club. I mean, just that title alone is just it begs curiosity.
Yes.
So I mean, what were you thinking when you put that together?
Well, again, inspirations. Single Wives Club, I'll give you a quick synopsis. It's a story about a group of women that all of them find themselves in a situation where their spouse is either traveling or he lives somewhere else because of their work. So here you are married, but yet you are running the household, you have the children, and so what the story looks at, it takes a look at what happens in a situation whereby the husbands, they still love each other, they're still married and everything, but how do these wives and these men and these children cope with the absence of the husband? Their temptations. When the man is traveling, there's gonna be some.
That's gonna be a very interesting one.
It's a hot show. It's got scandals, lust, love, greed, all kinds of stuff. You want it's on there.
I think I'm going to go to Amazon.com as soon as we round up this
on
shooting.
Amazon Prime. And the women, this is the pilot, so it's like a type of introduction to the characters and what to come. But the drama, OMG, the drama, you have to wait to see the drama that is coming. It's a binge watch. It's gonna be a binge watch kind of show because the women, these are professional women, and also you have to wonder. It's a juicy show. I'm pushing all kinds of envelopes, okay, and at the same time, I'm exploring all kinds of social issues. There's going to be topics of suicide. Nowadays, our children are faced with a lot of challenges.
Peer pressure.
It's a very hard time for kids with all the social media. Everything, all that is good. Too much of a good thing is not good, right? So there's all kinds of peer pressure, more so than before. So it explores that. It explores drugs, alcohol, tattoos, all those things that we're dealing with in a society. At the same time, we're looking at these women and their sex lives. So the man is gone. So there's a lot of sex. There's a lot of there's a lot of glamour. It's just a lot of topics, there are temptations and all kinds of stuff going on with Single Wives Club. But Single Wives Club really, it's not just the name of the show, right?
Okay.
It's a place in the show.
Okay.
Because one of the characters, when she found herself in that situation where now she's now a single wife, you're married, so you can go and date somebody else to fulfill your, you can do on whatever, but you can't really.
I didn't hear that.
You didn't hear that. You could. I'm not saying me, but some people, right?
I know. I'm just
but in the show, when this happens to her, she's a problem solver. So what does she do when she realizes that there's no other way to deal with this but to address it? She forms a club. And this club is where these women come out to hash out their needs and desires and talk and chill and unwind. But the cool thing about the club is that all the attendants are men.
Wow. So how many episodes do you have out already?
Well, we have the pilot out.
Okay.
When I did Single Wives, I just wanted to do the pilot to get the exposure.
Okay.
And that's why I was very eager to put it on a platform that I can have international exposure. And right now I have people watching from Europe, Africa, different places, India. I have a lot of viewers from all over the world. So and because the show itself is a diverse cast. It's not just, like I said, I'm a filmmaker, so I dig into different topics depending on where the story takes me. So we have different cast members, Hispanic, white. I'm introducing Indian and I think Filipino or Chinese woman character.
Okay.
So it's very diverse.
Wonderful.
Yes, very diverse.
That's wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so the next episode, do you know how long it's going to take to, for it to come out? And
Yes, we actually, there's so much going on with Top Line right now. We have a lot of things, some things lined up, but the idea is that before the end of this year, we're going to go back into production for the subsequent episodes.
Okay,
Yes.
wonderful. And everything is going to be on Amazon Prime?
We have different offers of distribution,
Okay.
so we just have to take a look and see what's the best. for
Okay.
us, yeah.
That's awesome. So before we leave, let's have you talk about this upcoming movie premiere, As Long as I Am. It's premiering
Yes.
on August 19,
Yes.
2017,
Yes, ma'am.
right here in the city of Houston.
Yes, ma'am.
So can you just tell the viewers one more time about this movie premiere? title, where it's gonna be, and everything.
Yes, so guys, As Long As I Am is going to be showing at Studio 6235, August 19, 2017. Red carpet is 7 p.m. prompt, and then the show time is at 8 p.m. Guys, get your tickets. We have a Eventbrite. Just go ahead and type in Susan Wokedi and then type in As Long As I Am. This is a movie you want to see. We also have tickets coming to your African stores, farmers, finger licking, and among others. And you can also call 281-216-6089, 281-216-6089 to get more ticket and premiere details. So I'm going to see you guys there. Come on, come hang with me. We have VIP, fun. You want to come see what this movie is all about.
Wow, this is so interesting.
Yes.
Well, I'm excited, and I can tell you viewers, I'm personally going to be there. So maybe I'm even going to be on the red carpet, you never know.
Yes.
Maybe. So wow, thank you so much, Ms. Wokedi, for coming to our studios and chatting with us about your work, your life as an actress, as a producer, as a writer. I understand that you may have a book or two in the works right now.
Yes, God is good. There's a lot of things in the works. A lot.
Wonderful.
We're just taking one thing at a time, and we just thank God for everything.
Woo! Very exciting. Wow, so viewers, it has been a pleasure to talk to Miss Wokedi. Stay tuned for more about her from her as time goes on. But for now, thank you for watching this segment of Xtravaganza Plus with Usenika. We'll be right back. Hi viewers, you're welcome back. This is Celebrity Spotlight. Today's celebrity is none other than Houston's favorite singer, songwriter, music producer extraordinary, Daniel D. Jones. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss this. Viewers, you're welcome back to Celebrity Spotlight. In this episode, our spotlight is on talented and anointed singer-songwriter and music producer Daniel D. Jones. There's almost no gospel music or ministry platform that this mega-talented and anointed singer, songwriter, and music producer has not climbed. His music ministry and career spans the length and breadth of Christendom across the globe in dimensions too numerous to narrate. This music producer extraordinaire has collaborated with many big names in the industry like gospel music greats Sinach, Panam Percy Paul, Uche Agu alias Double Double, Stacey Egbo, and many more. D. Jones, as he is fondly called, released his latest album, More Than Music, earlier this year with beautiful videos to match, shot in several locations worldwide. Here is his latest video, just released a few weeks ago on July 26th.
Nothing is impossible with God. Nothing is impossible, I believe.
He is currently on his More Than Music World Tour, delivering packed out concerts in East Africa and Europe. He is now touring major cities in the United States. You can enjoy his many hit singles on YouTube, iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, and various music streaming apps and online platforms. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Daniel D. Jones. Wow, viewers, it has been a very, very exciting and interesting episode. I hope you enjoyed it. So until next time, this is your host, Usenika, signing off. God bless.